What's the most embarrassing favor you've asked from a complete stranger? Probably the lowest point of my life was asking a complete stranger to be my boyfriend. Well, pretend boyfriend in front of my ex, but it was for a valid reason. 30 minutes earlier, I stood waiting at the airport arrivals holding flowers and a giant welcome home honey sign with heart balloons. I was super excited. My boyfriend Glenn was coming back from his 1-month business trip to Miami, so of course I had to surprise him. But when he stepped through those doors holding hands with a sickeningly beautiful woman I'd never met, my heart stopped. Glenn was pulling her leopard print luggage like they were coming home from their honeymoon when he suddenly spotted me, holding that big welcome back sign like an idiot. His eyes went wide, so I panicked and ran to the guy behind them. "Welcome home," I yelled, running over to the poor stranger. "Please just go with it," I whispered before kissing his cheek. In one smooth motion, the stranger dropped his bag and wrapped his arm around me. "Missed you too, sweetheart." Glenn kept his eyes down, quickly walking off while me and the stranger stood there acting in love. The moment Glenn left, the stranger pushed me off. "That'll be $500, he said, holding his hand out. I bit my lip. I don't have that on hand. How about these flowers? $20 and a thank you." I smiled awkwardly. He sighed. "You owe me." He grabbed my phone, saving his number under Trevor, before walking off. When I got home, he called me. "Here's the deal. My ex is getting married next weekend and I could use a fake girlfriend. 2 days, 1 night, free food." "What?" I complained. "Mine was so quick." "Fine. Go to my reunion too." Deal. And that's how it happened. Two heartbroken strangers who just signed up for the weirdest week of our lives. We spent 3 days at my apartment cramming for our fake relationship like it was exam week. By Thursday night, we could fake 3 months of dating history without blinking. But even with all the preparation, the wedding was rough. Watching Trevor stand at the altar as a groomsman while his ex married someone else felt wrong, even to me. His face looked so stiff and pained as he stood there, forced to hear their vows. I squeezed his hand from the front row. He squeezed back gently. At the reception, his ex walked over, touching his arm, batting her eyes at him like we weren't at her wedding. Trevor pulled me onto the empty dance floor. "Your ex is watching," I whispered. "I know. She looks scary." He laughed, spinning me. He pulled me closer, my head resting on his chest. "Thank you," he whispered into my hair. That night at the hotel, we stayed up drinking on the carpet, complaining about who had the worst ex. We ranted, cried together, healed together. "We're pathetic." I laughed, laying my head on his lap. "The most pathetic," he agreed, stroking my hair. My reunion felt easier because by then, we actually knew each other. Glenn watched us the entire night, but I barely knew he was there. My mind was filled with these crazy memories of Trevor. Memories of his laugh when he made fun of the sign I made at the airport. Memories of our slow dance at the wedding. Memories of how soft his hand felt when he held mine. He wasn't a stranger to me, he was more. But at the parking lot of the reunion, both our phones lit up, both exes jealous, asking for us back. Great, just what we wanted. On the way back home, we were quiet, painstakingly quiet. This was the end, but neither of us wanted to say bye. He walked me to my door and outstretched his arm. "Wait." I held my breath, looking him in his eyes, waiting for him to tell me to stay. "Mission accomplished," he whispered. I felt my heart shatter. "Yeah, we got them back," we both said at the same time, neither of us looking happy about it. Just before I entered my apartment, Trevor stopped me. One last time. "Hey, my flight is in 2 days. Let's say goodbye there, not here." I forced a smile. "We'll see." I met up with Glenn 2 days later at our spot at the park. He went on explaining how seeing me with someone else made him realize what he'd lost. He reached out to hold my hand. I instantly pulled back. "You know, I had waited for this. Even after you cheated with the woman at the airport, I wanted this. This relationship was all I'd ever known. But now, I don't want it anymore." I stood up. "I have to go." He grabbed my wrist. "Where are you going?" I pulled away. "Oh, Glenn, it's no longer any of your business. We're just exes." I looked at the time and rushed to the airport, my heart racing. Please be there. Wait for me," I mumbled. I ran over to arrivals, standing exactly where I'd attacked him that first day, but he wasn't anywhere to be found. I checked my phone for his flight details, already in the air. "No," I said in a broken voice, crumbling down in front of the barricade. "You showed up," a familiar voice said. I looked up to see Trevor grinning down at me. "Aren't you going to welcome me back home?" I touched his cheek gently and whispered the same first words to him. "Please, just go with it." But this time, instead of a simple kiss on the cheek, I went straight for the not-so-stranger's lips.